guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Toni and it's time to talk. Today we're not so much talking as we are reading because I'm about to share with you more books. These books are among the ones that I'm particularly fond of. I said last time I spoke about books that I would be sharing more from Leave a Cheater and also from the other resource that I used when I was going through the whole divorce and whatnot, but can't find it. But I will find it. And when I find it, I'm going to share it with you. But for now, let's just do these books. Now, okay, wait. I have these in here because I have to mark the pages. Uh, ooh. 1, 2, 3. So these are from the Awkward Yeti. And the Awkward Yeti is, I said I like these books already, right? Like I feel like I said that. But these are among my most precious items. Like you can't borrow them here, and if you borrow it, you have to give it back to me in mint, pristine condition. You have to love it like oh me love it, right? So I got these for my birthday. How long have I had these? I've had these for maybe 3 years now, maybe 3 years, but I love them as much as when I first got them. So the Awkward Yeti, he actually has an Instagram page. I think it's the same name, and that's how I actually came across the Awkward Yeti, seeing the panels on the Instagram page, and I just cracked up. I nearly died laughing, and so I went in search and I found that he had the books, and then I asked for the books for my birthday, and here they are. So I haven't read them recently because I just pretty much just have them stowed away. So I haven't read them recently, but I do like look at the panels on the Instagram page and still crack up on whatever. And what's funny, it's like when I started posting these on like my phone and my own page or whatever, like a lot of my friends would pretty much like steal it, or they would comment and laugh and stuff like that. And so I enjoyed sharing it with them, even inadvertently. Wow. See, I was sharing stuff before I even started this YouTube channel. Look at that. Anyways, so what do I love about this? I love the commentary on life pretty much. You know, like as humans, I feel like we are separated in pretty much like head and heart, let's say that. I mean, you're sure there are other stuff, but head and heart. Some people are very logical, some people are emotional. I am heart. So if you read these panels and you understand how the characters are, you will know that heart and brain have very distinct personalities, very distinct ways of doing things, and some people can identify and resonate with the way that brain does things, and some people they're all heart. Well, me, I'm all heart, and my friends or people who are close to me know, like, if they see me put up a panel or whatever, they go, "Yep, that's." That's you. But I'm not mad at it. I mean, I'm hard and yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. So, because of how it's pretty much just like a cartoon type deal. So, even if I was supposed to like read it to you, you probably wouldn't get it as well as if you were to see it for your own self or see it with your own eyes, and then you'd crack up. But this is big enough for me to share it with you. So, I'm gonna share this one. So heart and brain are in this panel, and brain being the logical one that he is, he goes, "I'm worried about our financial situation." And heart being, of course, heart, he goes, "Then let's buy something really cool to take your mind off the stress." Oh my God, hold on. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Where's the oh there you go. I'm so bad at showing things on the camera. Ugh. Directionally challenged. Anyways, hope you can see it. Darn it. There it is. Right. So I that's totally me. I mean, that's me. There's no two ways about it. Let's see. Did I mark another one? Oh, brain speaking to heart. Heart, what happened? I watch the news. This is really how I feel. I don't watch the news. My friends have tried to encourage me, to see what's going on in the wider world and so on, but the news is depressing. My heart can't take it. My heart really can't take it. And so I don't watch the news as much as I ought to. So he has this one, Heart and Brain, and then he has this one, Body Language, which features more characters. So characters for the entire body, not just heart, brain. You have tongue, you have, I think you have liver, you have gallbladder, you have quite a few people, and then you have gut instincts, which also features the other characters. Outside of heart and brain, tongue is the boss. Tongue is absolutely hilarious. In order of ranking my favorites, I'd have to be heart, brain, and then tongue. The other characters are great too. So because of how this book is, it makes no sense for me to like go on and on about it. But I would encourage you, if you don't know about the Awkward Yeti, to find his Instagram page. It's the same name, right? The Awkward Yeti. Yeah. So you can find him wherever he is and have a laugh or two. I think he also has a website with the same um by the same name, and he also has merch. So he has like, I feel like this is one of those videos where I might be promoting things again. I'm not promoting it per se. I'm just sharing something that I like with you. If they end up getting like new people over there, then yeah, whatever. I'm not trying to be keep everything to myself. So yeah, he has an Instagram page. He has a website too, and he has like calendars and tons of stuff with heart and brain. So that's it. The Awkward Yeti. My other book that I want to talk about is this one, Robinson Crusoe. This is so old, but I love it. I feel like it has character because it's so old and the spine is. It's kind of weird, right? Like me no want my Awkward Yeti book them crush up and nothing to them, but I like this because it old and stay so. I don't know. I don't know. Call me a weirdo. I don't know. But I actually like the this of this book. I feel like it just gives it a certain feel. Anyways, Robinson Crusoe. How long ago did I read this? I was talking to my friend about it, and she goes, "Yeah, but we read that in high school." I never read this in high school. Maybe her high school, but I didn't read this. I read a ton of other books. And I can't remember exactly how I came across this book either. I think I had it for a while, and then I wasn't really interested in it. I was like reading everything else but then when I finally read it, I was like, why didn't I read this sooner? What were you thinking? Um, I read this a long time ago, and even though I like it, I can't say I remember everything that happened in it. I probably there I go again. I'm probably due to read it again so I can be refreshed. But anyway, even though I'm due to read it, I can still share with you because when I shared my first book, I said I'm one of those people that highlights and does that kind of do to why is commemorating coming in my head? That's not the word I want to use. To make note of to make note of the parts of the book that I like. So this was no exception. I did that in some parts of it. So I'm gonna share that. Um, but if you read Robinson Crusoe in high school, you'd know that it's about this young man who, in spite of his parents' warnings, he wanted to be a seafarer, and so he ended up in all manner of problem because him deaf. As they say back home, Audius Pitney, Brook Rockstone. But it was very entertaining, and I also feel like I got some really golden nuggets from this, which I actually marked, and I'm gonna share it with you. But then, as I was preparing to share the video, I found some of my highlighted parts, my underlines, and then I even put like LOL here, like. But then when I reread it, I still found it funny, which was good. So yeah, I reread it, which I still found entertaining. And I like when, like when you watch a show and you laugh. I like reading books and laughing. Like I tell my daughter all the time, because kids like watch movies and whatever. I said books can be just as entertaining as watching something. Like you can laugh reading a book, and I've laughed tons of times um, reading. So let's see. Should I read this paragraph? Right. So this is after. So as I said, the young man, he would have gone to his parents. I think he went to his parents to say that he wanted to embark on this lifestyle, and they advised him not to do it. But him young and him want him thing, so he did it anyway. So he ended up in a prickly situation, and so he goes. Never any young adventurer's misfortunes, I believe, began sooner or continued longer than mine. The ship was no sooner got out of the Humber than the wind began to blow and the sea to rise in a most frightful manner. And, as I had never been at sea before, I was most inexpressibly sick in body and terrified in mind. Okay. Um, I began now to seriously reflect upon what I had done and how justly I was overtaken by the judgment of heaven for wickedly leaving my father's house and abandoning my duty. All the good counsels of my parents, my father's tears, and my mother's entreaties came now fresh into mind, and my conscience, which was not yet come to the pitch of hardness to which it has come since, reproached me for my contempt of advice and the breach of duty to my God and Father. Now he finds himself in a prickly situation, and how quick he is to reflect on what his father had said to not go. Um, this is also funny. In this agony of mind, I made many vows and resolutions that if it would please God to spare my life in this one voyage, if ever I once got my foot upon dry land again, I would go directly home to my father and never set foot on ship as long as I lived. Hmm. That I would take his advice and never get myself into such miseries as these anymore. Now I saw plainly the wisdom of his observations about the middle station of life. How easy, how comfortably he had lived all his days, never having been exposed to tempest at sea or troubles on shore. In short, I resolved that I would, like a true repenting prodigal, go home to my father. But yeah, things didn't go as he he said. I mean, he was in that in dire straits, and so he was making all these resolutions and these vows and whatnot. We've all been there and done it, I suppose. And let me just share this other part that I found funny that's related directly to that, and then I'm going to share the other quotes, that the main reasons why I like this book. So yeah, he went through the whatever, and he came through. So this is him. I entirely forgot the vows and promises that I had made in my distress. I found, indeed, some intervals of reflection, and the serious thoughts did, as it were, endeavor to return again sometimes. But I shook them off and roused myself from them as it were from a fever, and applying myself to drinking and company, I soon mastered the return of those fits, for so I call them, and had in 5 or 6 days got a complete victory over my conscience, as any young fellow that resolved not to be troubled with it could desire. But I was yet to have another trial. For Providence, as in such cases it generally does, resolved to leave me entirely without excuse. For if I would not take this for a deliverance, the next was to be a one as the worst and most hardened wretched among us would confess both the danger and the mercy. And so you'd have to wait or to read to find out exactly what happened to him subsequent to his he made his vows and then he reneged. He went back on them, went back to sea, and a lot happened. Anyways, here we go. These are the things that I really want to share. And underlined, I highlighted this and I underlined it and I put the subheading as thankfulness. And the quote says, all our discontents about what let's go again. All our discontents about what we want appear to me to spring from the lack of thankfulness for what we have. Man. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want it to sound like pie in the sky reasoning. You know what I mean? A lot of people probably think that they don't have anything to be thankful for because life hard and it rough and it tough and there's so many things that are happening. But I dare want to say, like, I want to believe that even for the very breath that we're taking at this point, we can be thankful. Just as say, I mean, and I know that this book is steeped in like religious based, but I also feel like it just have like a kernel of truth and like little golden nuggets that anybody can take away. So I liked this quote a lot. All of these contents about what we want appear to spring from the lack of thankfulness for what we have. You know, that's something to chew on. This one, we never see the true state of our condition till it is illustrated to us by its contraries, nor know how to value what we enjoy but by the lack of it. There we go. I like that too. I like that. We never see the true state of our condition till it is illustrated to us by its contraries, nor how to value what we enjoy but by the lack of it. And I feel like this is also kind of in conjunction or in tandem with being thankful and whatever. Sometimes when we are in a particular situation, I feel like I should be blogging this rather than YouTubing it. But anyways, whatever. Um, let's just get it out there. I shouldn't have said that other thing. No, my train of thought is gone. Let's see if I can get it back. Right. So sometimes it feels as though we not have nothing to be thankful for. Um, yeah, we're in this particular state, but it doesn't seem to be much, you know. But I dare say like things can always be worse. You know what I mean? And so if I'm gonna say this properly. Would it be okay to say thank God it's not X? You know what I mean? Um, I feel like I have like a real life example that I could have used just now, but it slipped my mind. Um, my brain is freezing. Let me move on to the other one and then come back because all of them they kind of like run in a string, like the same, like it's a central thought, and then it's just worded in different ways. So I'll come back to this one hopefully. Um, right. Oh, here we go. This one. How little repining there would be a monk. Blah, blah. Here we go again. Take two. How little repining there would be among mankind at any condition of life if people would rather compare their condition with those that are worse in order to be thankful than be always comparing with those that are better to assist their murmurings and complainings. This one, it takes a little bit of showing, because we're not denying that there are a lot of conditions in this world that are crappy, like crappy to no end. So when I think about this, when I read it and why it resonated with me, it was like, when I read it and why it resonated with me, it was like, as a, I don't want to say a regular person. Let's face it, my life isn't perfect, but it's not that bad. Like, it's not that bad for you. Like, I'm not suffering adversely or anything like that. But I still complain. Like, I complain all heap. And I look at other things. I look upon other things and I say, this over this so and this over this and whatever. And when I look at, Lord, this is going to sound like one bad mind something, but I just going to say it. Like, when you look at other people and the things them what them have and them estate in a life and whatever, especially if you don't have that, what you call fortune, you tend to, or a lot of people tend to feel like them lesser than and complain and whatever, right? But the truth of the matter is there are people who are less fortunate than you. And so when I read this, me interpret it as, me know the best, but me know the worst either. Like, there's somebody who, them have them little meme something that says there's somebody who is praying for the things that you have. That is always going to be the case. But when I tend to look upon the people them when other things them what we have, we tend to look upon the things them where we tend to look upon the people them who have the things them what we want, and then we complain because we don't have it, right? And then I just feel like when I read this, it just reminded me to be thankful of the things that I have, right? That's the long and short of it. Be thankful for the things that we have. And if we look at the things that we have and be grateful for those, no matter how small, thinking that there is somebody out there that don't even have that small thing, then I feel like our outlook on life would just be a little bit different. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's it. Was there another one? That was it? Yeah. Let's see. What's this one? Yeah. So those were the three main ones. As I said, I kind of have to reread this book. I'm not against doing like an updated version of this video once I've read it and I laugh some more and I get some more golden nuggets and whatever. But yeah, when I read those three things, I marked them and they've never left me. And I need to remind myself occasionally, because I tend to be a Debbie Downer a lot. Like, I'm not the most optimistic person in the world. My outlook on life sometimes is very dark for various reasons. And so it was good for me to have done this video, because in my telling you, I'm also reminding myself, So yeah, these are two books that I like. I'm going to be sharing more books with you. Have you read Robinson Crusoe? Did you learn anything from it? I don't know. Feel free to tell me in the comments below. I'm gonna wrap this one up, but feel free to also share other books that you like with me, books that have never left you no matter how long ago you read them, books that you learned something that resonated with you, books that made you laugh, whatever. I want to know. Thank you so much for staying with me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until my next video, bye bye.